the working class. Build it from scratch. The poem. The life. Raised on 10-cent coffee and stale cigarettes. For nothing, no how, gotta quit somehow. Factories defined us, memories behind us, and the bottles keep on coming as we drown out the incomprehensibility of change. Anyone got any? Loosen up our backs ache, feet break, pushing pavement, pushing brooms to pick up sawdust in hopes to one day cut the dust with a few bucks in all fingers, save those smashed in a hammer swing gone wrong. Life to a song, burn up and barely hanging on, pushing coffee, pushing pain, pushing stain along the wood's grain. Got slip-proof shoes from Walmart 2 days before waiting tables at Texas Roadhouse where we watch inedible grease waste. I gotta say, we need more coffee. We need more love. We need more appreciation for the work. Pushing stone for the rich, getting yelled at by customers who are yelled at by customers who are yelled at by customers who are yelled at by their wallets, which holds a $5 bill to pay for gas in a car that might not work or get home. The cars that were made, the days that were saved by a song in a favorite movie. And pushing pills and pushing carts, pushing the smarts. All of us gotta make it to the next day. And if you pray, then give that God something worthwhile. And if you stay behind, and if you work extra hard, it ain't shit. Build it from scratch. The raw materials of life are you and your soul. Build it from scratch. Ain't got nothing else but hard work. Labor pays the bills. Build it from scratch. Start small. Follow an idea, not a dream. We can do anything here, now. Build it from scratch. She pores over patients in the hospital, eyes bagged, year aid and scrubs and family and love that was, but now just ain't. Build it from scratch. You got $10 and flat tires. Build it from scratch. Anything to get somewhere. Anything to live a little. Where's the opportunities? Build it from scratch. Life is the only opportunity we need. He overdosed on the wrong stuff. He worked hard and I miss him. Build it from scratch. Rich aristocrats taking our ideas and making the money. And so we sit in a diner where the waitress goes, huh, and we shrug, not knowing where to go, what to do, what to be in a life that others want to take from us. Build it from scratch. Labor is without race. Labor is without gender. Labor is without ability. Pick up a hammer. Pick up a broom. Pick up a clipboard. Pick up a spatula. Pick up a hair tie. Pick up a poem. Pick up a love. Pick up a rake. Pick up a shovel. Pick up a fellow worker who can't pick up themselves. Build it from scratch. We govern our own bodies. We govern our own hours. We govern our own work. Life ain't no competition. The ruling class divides us. The ruling class confuses us. The ruling class takes it all, but they don't own us. We govern ourselves. Build it from scratch. Pulled pork and a special barbecue with sweat and a love to share. Build it from scratch. There ain't no other way to do it, but to do it yourself, with others who you have built trust with. This poem ain't perfect. This poem took years of hard work. This poem How does it feel to be shorted money with your labor being vital to the record profits of the rich, all because there's a fat pocket getting fatter? What else? What else? What else? Too many years go by and people starve on the streets, sedated and dying and easing life a little, escape the pain, escape the stress, escape the ache, escape the ruination of culture, escape the detriment of community, escape the rust in vacant buildings, escape the ghosts of our grandparents who died forgotten. Build it from scratch. I got some seeds to plant, grow a garden. Work takes time. Time is money. I spend all my time working. I ain't make no money. Build it from scratch. What world to build? And for who? Generations dying, for who? For what? For how much? How much is a life worth? The value of labor. The value of fucking up. What world do we want to build? For us? For everyone beat up, broken, broke, loose, lost, lonesome, sitting on a park bench thinking of dying because there's no way out of this machine. Build it from scratch. Poems take time. Poems take death and work life. Build it from scratch. History was written from a skewed perspective. Build it from scratch. This is the great voice of the working class. All of the working class saying enough is enough. The clouds, the trees, the roads, the poem, the voice of a billion or so rough-shod angels declaring they can soar. The voice of 1,000 hammers bashing nails into wood. The voice of hands and feet and lower backs aching after a life of broken dreams and not a penny to save. Which is worthless now anyway. The voice of desolate lungs inhaling too much cocaine to read manuscripts in long-abandoned churches where a god drained of valor spent a millennia dying slow. The voice of one shopping cart whose wheel is jammed, and so the grocer sighs and the customer groans and everybody stops to hear themselves yearning for an end to confusion and pain. The voice of the real noonday sun on the backs and necks and arms of day laborers making a few bucks just so they can eat. The voice of the hospitality of fine folks learning to just cry together, thereby ending silence which is eternal. The voice of a hawk watched in the psych ward and the amount of coffee drank would ground a whole nation. Build it from scratch. This poem. This life, an independence from wealth, an intercourse with labor, the dancer's dance, the poet's poem, the hammers swing, the shovels dig, the needles inject, the shoes wear, the wrenches twist, the car's engine. The sky revolves daily, the grind of the daily workload. We are here to love ourselves. Workhorse beat to near death, but comes back to live to work. Leather, asbestos, drywall, smoked brisket, chatter from clientele. You know these truths to be self-evident, so much so that we can't hide. Face in the mirror grows older every day. I don't want to die like that. Build it from scratch. Change takes time. The flower grows to bloom. We always have another chance the next day to do some good. Without us, They got nothing.